everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to Vlogmas Day 5. However, she's not very well, and this is not good for Vlogmas, I am afraid. So I am so sorry, but we're going to do as best we can because it is what it is. And we are vlogging every day, and we're going to vlog every day come what may, but I feel rotten, quite frankly. I've had an awful night. I have aches and pains and chills and a little bit of a cold, but it's weird, headachy. I just feel a bit more virusy rather than full of cold. But it's really making me feel quite flu-y, and it shouldn't be flu because I've had my flu jab. I am just about to do a COVID test just in case. Fingers crossed it's not that. So I have not gone to work today. I would normally be in work today. But I do feel quite unwell at the moment, and I've had no sleep. So fortunately, I had done a bit of pre-recording a few days ago. So I am going to show you how I made my little mini rustic mince pies today. And I am going to get up and showered and motivated as much as I possibly can. But I'm just going to have a home day today. We're going to watch Christmas movies and we're going to relax and chill out because my body is saying, Polly, stop. So I am going to stop today. So very homebound. If I feel like it later, I might do some Christmas wrapping and I shall show you that as well. So let's just see what today brings, but hope you are all well and enjoying Vlogmas so far. And I can't believe actually we're on day 5. It seems to be going so quick. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's video. Let's get into it. So COVID test was clear, so that's good. It's one off the list, tick, tick, tick. I've got my Barocca Effervescent multivitamin drink and a selection of vitamins to take that I take every day actually. So hopefully that will keep everything at bay. So I take a high dose vitamin C, 1000 milligram vitamin C, and I shall take 3 of those today because you can when you're ill. Turmeric I take every day. I take an iron tablet every day because I've always got low iron. I take cranberry, vitamin D, evening primrose oil, perimenopause, and what else do I take? Hair, skin and nails. So down the hatch, as they say. Certainly not going to make matters worse anyway, is it? Cheers. Shame it's not gin and orange. Which one shall we go for? What's this? A Christmas Story Christmas? That's a weird title. A Christmas Story Christmas? Okay. Oh, Santa Claus the movie. I love it. Oh, I just don't know. Oh, the Polar Express. It's 10:30 and I'm watching a Christmas movie. This is so not like me. But I've had a shower. I've put a bit of makeup on. I always think that no matter how you feel, if you put a bit of makeup on, a bit of lipstick on, just cheers you up a bit, doesn't it? Cheers you up a bit. And I've got my DKNY loungewear on that I bought from Next a few weeks ago, as you may remember. But yeah, this is not quite how Vlogmas was meant to go, but it's fine. It's all part of real life, isn't it? But actually, I think what's happened is, not knowingly perhaps, but November was a very emotional month for me. It was very busy, but a very emotional month for me. And I think I've just got a bit run down and it's all sort of caught up with me. But I've got to be honest with you, when I got into bed last night, as tired as I was with this coldy, flu-y thing, I couldn't get to sleep. And I struggled for about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to sleep. And in that time, all these things were racing through my head. And I think I was running a bit of a temperature as well. But I was thinking about the family and everybody that's not here any longer, and the relationship and them not being here any longer. And I've got to be honest, I had a really good cry. I had a cry for about an hour and a half. And at the end of that, I thought to myself, Polly, it's okay, basically. And it's all relative, isn't it? Everybody's emotions, problems, feelings, it's all relative. But this time of year can be so difficult for so many people. And there's so many people that are in terrible predicaments, whether it be with money, family, no homes, people that don't enjoy Christmas for a multitude of reasons. And I thought, right, pull yourself together, because you are so blessed. And there's so many people that are so far worse off. And I've been going through your comments over the past 3 or 4 days, all of which are so lovely. And I know this is the All Things Good channel, and I do this channel to be positive about everyday life, no matter what it is you're doing, whether you're doing something amazingly exciting, you know, climbing a mountain or going to the other side of the world, or doing the ironing. You know what I mean? It's about finding the positive and the enjoyment in everything you do in life, no matter what it is that you do. And yes, I don't have much time to socialise because I care for mum and I work and I live here. I was going to say as a single parent, but Grace is an adult now and Adam's not here most of the time, but you know what I mean. And I thought, really, you know, everybody needs a break from time to time, and I probably just do need a little bit of a break. I don't know how that's going to happen, because obviously I need to be here for mum, and that's fine. But it's all about just doing what you do and enjoying your life. And if you are finding the positive in everything that you do, or most things that you do, that's all you can do, isn't it? That's all you can do. So I thought I'd share that with you because it's honest. It's honest, and it's what happened. And I think having a bit of a cry from time to time is good. It gets it all out. And it's probably because I'm not very well, to be honest, because you get a bit low, don't you, and a bit run down. But here I am with my lovely tree that I'm super pleased with. You can see it a little bit better now, today in the daylight. I have a Christmas film. I have a cup of coffee. Ooh. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. Mila's lying with me, my little lost lamb that follows me everywhere. And I'm going to chill today. I'm taking care of myself. I spoke to my mum, she's fine, and I can see her house through the window. Isn't that amazing? But I don't normally see her till later in the day on a Monday anyway, because I'm normally at work. So she wouldn't be expecting to see me till 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. And if I'm up to it at 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon, I'm just going to get in the car and drive around and see her for a few minutes. But I don't want her to catch this cold. But we are together every day, so we'll see what happens. But she's so strong. She's amazing. And when I had COVID earlier in the year, I did keep away from her and just went to visit her in the garden. But we'd been together day in, day out, my run up to testing positive, and she never got it, thank God. She hasn't had yet, I hope she doesn't, had COVID. So she must have quite a strong constitution, as they say. But so fingers crossed, but I may go and pop round and see her later. But until then, what I'm going to do is let you watch a little clip that I filmed a couple of days ago of me making some little mini rustic mince pies. Hope you enjoy it. So today I'm going to make some mini homemade mince pies, and you will need 225 grams of cold butter, which I have diced, 350 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of golden caster sugar, 280 grams of mincemeat, 1 small beaten egg, some icing sugar to dust, and I also put a little bit of cinnamon in with my pastry because that makes the flavour really nice. Then you need to put all your dry ingredients and your butter into a bowl and mix it all together with your hands until you get the consistency of breadcrumbs. When you're happy with your breadcrumb consistency, you can add your beaten egg, and then you want to mix it up a little bit with a big spoon, just for a couple of minutes, just to get the egg all entwined nicely into the dry ingredients. Then you want to get back in with your hands and turn it into a nice big pastry ball. Once that's done, I then wrap up the pastry ball in a bit of cling film, and then I put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes just to chill. Which meant while I was waiting, I helped myself to a little ginger biscuit. Hope you don't mind. Now it's time to roll out our pastry. That's looking good. Nice bit of extra flour on the board, and roll it out to about 1 to 2 centimetres thick, or however thick you want your mince pies. We don't eat many mince pies in this house really, so I've made them quite thin and quite small, just so that we can have a little nibble. So now it's time for me to cut out my little mince pie shapes with a little cutter, and I'm probably going to do about 8 or 10. I might get 12 out of this, but I'm doing them quite thin. As I say, they are only little mini ones. We don't eat much of them, so this will be just enough for me and Grace and Mum. Now it's time to add the mincemeat filling. This is a shop bought one, it's Robertson's. I actually bought it in Sainsbury's last week. It's really lovely, but you can also add a bit of freshly squeezed lemon or orange juice to this if you want to, or of course you can actually make it from scratch yourself, which I don't do because, as I say, we don't eat too many mince pies, but this one from Robertson's is absolutely delicious. You could also put a little drop of brandy or sherry in if you wanted. Then for the little cases, you can either brush them with a little bit of egg. I'm actually using a little bit of milk, which works just as well. And this is where my long nails come in handy, because what I'm doing is just pinching the edges, a bit like a Cornish pasty really, so that they stick together and the filling doesn't spurt out whilst you're cooking. And that's them ready. Super quick and super easy. They then go into the oven. I've put them on gas mark 7. And I normally do them for about 15 minutes, but today's actually took about 20. And that's it, 20 minutes later, they're absolutely perfect. So I'm going to leave them up here for about 20 minutes to cool down before I dust a little bit of icing on the top. So here we have our homemade mince pies, quite rustic looking. I tried to do a little star on the top, it didn't work, but never mind, they look quite festive and they smell delicious. Enjoy. And they taste gorgeous. I'm just about rustling up enough energy just to give the bath a clean, actually, because one thing I always do, especially when there's somebody ill in the house, is keep the bathrooms as clean and as hygienic as possible. And I do intend to get into this bath a bit later on, and obviously I share it with Grace. So I'm giving the bath a good clean with Domestos bleach spray to get it really, really clean and get rid of any germs. And then I'll be able to soak in this tub a bit later on tonight. Trying out my new flash spray wipe down. I thought I'd do the sink while I'm here as well, because that will keep that hygienically clean. And that's about all I've got the energy for today. But that's enough, isn't it? Well, other than cleaning the bath and the sink, as you can see, I haven't moved today. Oh dear, this shouldn't be happening through Vlogmas, should it? But never mind, I'm not too bad. I've had some paracetamol, lots of pure orange juice. I made myself a boosting smoothie for lunch, and I'm not too bad. It's really done me a lot of favours just to have stopped and rested today, so that's good. So I'm just very, very tired, very sleepy, a bit achy, but hopefully tomorrow, having had all this rest today, I shall be back on form for Vlogmas day 6. So day 6 is not going to be a poorly one, it's going to be a good one. But until then, hope you've all had a lovely day and that you're all okay and doing all things good. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're liking Vlogmas and any of my other videos, please like, subscribe and share. That would mean a lot to me. And until tomorrow, have a lovely evening. Do all things good. Stay in the boat. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. Bye.